Democracy won in the Maldives. The country's Supreme Court upheld the mandate of the people and rejected Abdulla Yameen's plea to annul the results of the election in which Yameen stood defeated. In other words, the will of the people prevails in the island nation. The verdict ended weeks of political uncertainty in the country as Abdulla Yameen refused to let go of power. Sources tell Wion President-elect Ibrahim Solih is likely to take oath on the 11th of November, which coincides with the 50th anniversary of the Maldivian Republic. The five-judge bench unanimously ruled that Abdulla Yameen had failed to prove his claim that the 23rd September vote was rigged. While delivering the judgment, the Chief Justice of the Maldives, Dr. Ahmed Abdullah Didi, said, and I quote, "The court rules that there is no legal or constitutional basis to question the legality of the election based on the evidence submitted to the court," unquote. Soon after the court announced its decision, Solih's spokesperson in Maria Didi said, and I quote, "We are pleased that the court rules unanimously to uphold the will of the people. The case was based on conjecture and conspiracy theory. There's zero evidence that the election was fixed. President Yameen should do the honorable thing, that is to accept defeat and ensure a smooth transfer of power," unquote. President-elect Ibrahim Mohammad Solih is now is all set to assume power. According to sources, President-elect Ibrahim Solih could take oath on the 11th of November. The Election Commission of Maldives too has said that there are no legal restrictions that can keep Solih from taking oath on the set date. Meanwhile, President-elect Ibrahim Solih has reacted to this development, saying that he looks forward to a smooth transition of power and called on President Yameen to accept the will of the people. Celebrations have already begun across Maldives. The court's decision was welcomed not just by Solih supporters but also by world powers. The acting head of U.S. Embassy in Colombo, Robert Hilton, tweeted, and I quote, "We welcome the Maldives Supreme Court decision and look forward to working with President Solih after his inauguration. It is a new and positive era for all Maldivians," unquote. The U.S. had previously warned of sanctions if the country did not hold free elections. Abdulla Yameen lost the September 23rd elections by a margin of 16%. The 59-year-old initially conceded defeat but later called on his supporters to protest the election outcome. Yameen filed a complaint in the Supreme Court on the 11th of October. Yameen alleged that the elections officials used disappearing ink, pen rings and fraudulent ballots to rig the election. The Maldives Election Commission had earlier said that the elections were free and fair with a voter turnout of 89.2%.
India, Mr. Yameen represented a person who was pro-Beijing and someone who had destroyed the India First policy, and the hopes are high that Prime Minister Narendra Modi might visit Maldives on the day of taking charge by the new president, Mr. Ibrahim. Siddhant Sibal for Wion in New Delhi.